Hey guys, so my next project is redoing the entire fireplace. I started the project before I actually started a video, so I will insert a picture of what the fireplace looked like before I started demo. So right now, as you can see, I'm almost done with demo. This is the tile that was on the fireplace, which is what we're obviously removing, and we'll be retiling it with a new tile that matches the aesthetic of our house a little bit better. So stay tuned as I finish the rest of the demo. So demo was really easy for me to complete. Really all I used was a chisel and a hammer. And here you could see Chris going in and he's just sanding down the surface now that we have all of the tile removed so that we have a smooth surface before we lay our adhesive. Okay, so the package just got here with the tile inside, so I'm going to open it up on camera and get my first impression of it. Hopefully I like it because we already did the demo. Oh, I ordered a smoke alarm. Okay. This came in a smaller package than I was expecting. I got 10 of them, which is more than I need for the fireplace, but I did that on purpose because I am planning to also put the tile on my bathroom mirrors as like a border. So once I do that, I'll show that as well. Okay, it's a lot thinner than I thought it was going to be, but it should still work, but this is what it looks like.
Ow!
Okay.
That hurt.
I thought it was going to be thicker. It's not thick at all. But like I said, that shouldn't be an issue. So yeah, this is what it looks like.
That's really thick.
I know. We'll see how it looks. Okay, so for this project, I will be using the muscle-bound adhesive. I use this for my kitchen backsplash, and it worked really well. It's a lot easier than using anything else. So that's what I'll be using, and I'm gonna use a box cutter and a measuring tape to make sure that I measure everything out perfectly so that it fits along. So now I'm really just going through and adding the adhesive, making sure that everything is lined up well and is even. This adhesive is really easy to work with, which is why I love it. And like I mentioned, I have used it for my kitchen backsplash and it's held up well. And now that I'm recording this voiceover, it's been months since I've had the fireplace complete and I have not had any issues. It holds up extremely well. Alright, so I just finished up and got the tile on around the whole entire thing. And the reason you see this is because I have to add the tile, what's it called? The frame that goes around it. So I'm going to go pick up something from Lowe's that will work. But yeah, it went on really easy. It was super easy to do. I'll have to like clean up, this is from the old tile, but it comes off really easily, so I'll clean all that up as well. Okay, so now that we have the grout up, the tile up, it's now adding the tile border, or the trim that goes around the tile. So I want to show you guys what I ended up picking out. So first of all, it took me so long to pick out the right trim. I don't know, I just didn't know what I wanted, what color I wanted. I went back to Home Depot and Lowe's today 4 times. But anyways, what I ended up getting is this. So this is marble. Is it focusing? I'll show a better clip of it. But basically, this is just marble. This is called the Carrara Dome Molding. Is that what it's called? I feel like there's a... Yeah, Carrara Marble Dome Molding, and this is by Jeffrey Court Inc. And I got this at Home Depot. I did see a similar one. It may have been the exact same thing. I didn't look at the name of it at the time, but I did see a very similar one at Lowe's, but it was $1 more. So this is actually really expensive. Well, I mean, depends what you think, but it's expensive. But for one of these, it's $5. This is only 12 feet. So I had to get 12 of them. So it ended up being $60 total for me to get 12 of these, which I think $60 is a lot to put around your trim. I don't know, that just seems like a lot to me. But everything else I looked at, I just really didn't like. It just wouldn't work. I don't know, there are other options, like you just put wood around it, but I just think this looks really nice. It's nice and thick. You know, it's marble, so it's just really good quality. So I did just add a few of them, and I put it on exactly like I did for the tile. So I'm gonna show you what I have so far. This is what I have so far. I just did this side, so I have 3 on each side.
Come on,
That's it. And I just put my adhesive behind it, stuck it on. Seems to be fine. We'll see. Of course, it's not perfect. You know, I'll have to like repaint right here and stuff like that. I'll do all that after this is done. But anyways, the dilemma I am running into now is that, you know, this is all the space I have. I have to cut them. I have to cut this one and this one so that it makes a nice corner as well. And I have this glass cutter or tile cutter, but it's not big enough. It won't fit. So I'm gonna have to like rent a wet saw or something. I don't know yet. So I'm just trying to figure that out, but just a little bump in the road. But yeah, this is what it looks like so far. I really like it. And it's gonna be exactly 12. So I have 6 on so far. The top takes 4, will take 4 total. And then I'll have like this much, like an inch of space left that I'll have to cut up for one of my extra tiles. And then half of this. Could probably do just one of each. So yeah, I'll let you guys know what I decide and how I end up getting this tile cut. But so far, I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so we ended up renting a wet saw. I couldn't find anywhere that would actually cut the tile for me, so we rented the wet saw tonight. It's just a small, it's actually technically called a tile saw, just a small tile saw from Home Depot. And Chris is out there getting it ready right now. Looks pretty good. Okay, so we have the final piece. We made all of our cuts. We're putting on the final piece right now. So I already laid down the adhesive, so I'm just peeling off the back. Okay, here's my final piece with a 45-degree angle. Okay, so I just laid down the final piece. And here is what it looks like. I love it. Now I just need to do some paint touch up like around here, as you can see. Just fix that. I'm gonna paint that. I have this paint, so that will be easy. I'll do that tonight, and then the project will officially be done. Now, the edges are definitely not perfect. Over here, it actually looks pretty good. Over here, as you can see, it's not perfect, but we did it ourselves, so what are you gonna do? All right, so the fireplace is officially done. We have all the tile up, all of the marble trim. I think it came out really good. So yeah, this project really wasn't hard at all. The demo was super easy. The adhesive and putting in the tile was super easy, especially since everything was measured out perfectly and I didn't have to cut any of the tile, which was nice. The only part that really was a struggle was the tile, the trimming to get the corners. That was it. I could not find anywhere that would cut the trim for the corners for me. Lowe's and Home Depot both wouldn't. Lowe's will cut tile for you if you buy it there, and they'll only cut straight lines. And so for the corners, I needed 45-degree angles. They wouldn't do that. So we had to rent a wet saw, and a wet saw, it's we rent it at Home Depot. It's actually called a small tile saw. I think that's what it's called. But essentially it's a wet saw. So we had to rent that, bring it home, cut the tile ourselves, which it did end up being pretty easy to do, but Chris and I both have never used something like that before, so definitely a learning experience. But I'm glad we did it. It's all done. It looks great, so I'm really happy with it. And I'm really glad we did, because I mean, I was thinking of just not cutting the corners and just having a tile and then one laying on top. But we did cut them, and I think it looks much better like this than if I just had them stacked on top of each other and then across. So yeah, I love it.